Well, hey folks, welcome back to Good Things for Good People, the little tiny YouTube channel with great big dreams, changing the world for good, one view and one viewer at a time. This is officially our 45th episode. We're doing daily videos on this channel as we grow from 0 all the way up to currently at 507 subscribers, which is fantastic. The great thing with this thing is it's a real grassroots build. We're coming up from nothing, and every single one of you folks that come over to this channel that watch these videos are really contributing to the success of this channel. As a small YouTube creator, it's really difficult to get yourself known and to get yourself out there on the YouTube space. It's really tricky, especially in the philanthropy space, especially in the space where you're not building a thing or doing a thing or giving away a thing or going on a trip. It's tricky. This is a very difficult spot to be in. The nice thing is, we've got a lot of people. We've got a core group of people that really believe in this, that are showing up and watching these videos, and that's what's going to make this thing succeed. We are growing. We're continuing to grow, and realistically speaking, every other YouTube channel would be unbelievably jealous of the fact that in 45 days, we're halfway to the monetization level to be able to get the channel monetized and start making revenue off of it. The thing with this channel is, we're not looking to get any kind of donations from it. That's not the idea with this channel. The idea with this channel is we're going to be using the watch time that you generate from you watching this video to generate money that we can use to be able to do charitable things, to do philanthropic things, to do good things for good people, as the name of the channel implies. The whole thing with this is YouTube already gives us the process. They already have it here for us. All it takes is views and view time, click-through rate, and we're going to make money off this thing. That's it. And the nice thing too is we have a pretty good quality of people that are watching these videos. They're folks that are old enough that have discretionary income, maybe, or at least have some buying power. So the ad revenue that can run on this channel will actually be pretty good. A lot of other things that we're running into with smaller channels, or especially channels that are in a different space, is they don't necessarily have much revenue potential because of the viewership base that's on that channel. Now, if you are, say, a cooking channel, or a video gaming channel, or even a channel that's designed specifically for children, you're going to have a completely different viewership base than what this channel has. You're going to have a completely different viewership base than what, say, an automotive channel would have. And your revenue that the page can make is going to be dependent on the people that are actually watching the videos. I hope that makes sense. So the tricky thing for us is going to be bringing people into this process and bringing people into the fold of Good Things for Good People, while also maintaining that really high level of watcher. I'm going to be starting a new process, actually filming tonight for the very first time, my Santa Reads stuff. So if you've been paying attention over the last couple of episodes, or if you haven't, if this is your very first video coming to this, so welcome to Good Things for Good People. I'm going to be doing a Santa Reads project through the month of December for Christmas stories. So I've been picking up, and Katrina has been picking up Christmas stories for me to read as Santa Claus. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I've got the big beard. I'm a bit of a jolly fat guy. I've got long hair. And we do take all of this all white to be as Santa Claus-y as I possibly can. And we're going to do videos where I'm reading different Christmas stories. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, I hope. It's going to be something you could share with your friends or family or whomever. And it will generate watch time for the channel. At this point in time, that's really the biggest thing we're looking for, is watch time. The longer we can keep people on these videos, the faster we can get this channel monetized. Now, we're halfway there as far as the subscriber base goes. We're about a quarter of the way, or we're actually just a little over a quarter of the way there on watch time. So as the channel continues to grow, the watch time thing will continue to grow faster as well. Larger audience watching for longer periods of time means it goes faster and faster and faster. That's just how it goes. And YouTube is a little bit of a tricky process. It's I've been doing this for a long time with other channels, and I'm still learning. There's still so much I didn't know that I didn't know, and I'm learning along the way. But this whole Santa thing is going to be something I think people will be interested in. And it should be, hopefully, pretty good for helping to grow the channel. Maybe we'll find some parents of little youngins that want to come over and, expose their children to this kind of a content thing with me reading stories of Santa Claus. I don't know how this is going to go, to be honest with you. I have no idea if it's going to sink or swim. It might be great. It might be not so great, but I'm willing to make the investment. I've got $60 invested in some Santa and some Christmas stuff. And you know what? If it succeeds, it succeeds. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's okay. You never know whether or not you're going to succeed unless you try. And I'm always willing to try. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of split these up into separate videos. These are going to be the normal, how the channel is progressing videos and the normal type stuff. I will be trying to cut out a little bit of the analytics because I've noticed in my analytics is that people tend to kind of tune out when it comes to the analytics side of things. And I want to kind of stay away from that. I don't want to put content out there that people are not really interested in. So I'm going to cut back a little bit on the analytics type stuff because it's making people tune out, and I totally get that. If you're not here for how the back end grows as far as the YouTube channel, I get it. I totally understand. I'm going to kind of back up a little bit of that kind of stuff. But I hope you guys all understand the reason that I want to do that is because I want there to be a huge level of trust between you and me on how the channel is going, why it's going the way it's going, and eventually once we start making revenue, what the revenue we're generating is going to do and where it's being spent. I just put up a YouTube short just a little bit ago and asked, what would you do if you had $1,000 to give away? At the moment, nobody's responded back to that because I just put it up. So it's going to be something where you really have to ask a question when you're looking into this kind of thing of, we're going to make revenue off of this thing. Where do we want to spend it? What's the best way to spend it? Do you put it in small little piles for lots of people, or do you put it in one pile to change somebody in a big way? There's all kinds of different things we can do. And the nice thing is because we are going to control this, we could do anything we want to with it. Other than give it to me, that's not going to be one of the options. So, there's a lot of things that we're kind of trying to learn along the way with this. I asked Sean Cannell the other day in a live video about if you were to start a YouTube philanthropy channel, what would you do? And his answer, honestly, took him a little while to come up with. Was the first thing he said is, I don't even know what that is. And that's really the crux of our problem here is the fact that we're trying to do something that doesn't exist. There isn't really anybody that works in this space. There isn't really anybody that does this. It's challenging, and I'm trying to do everything I possibly can, and I'm pulling on every lever I can pull on to get this whole thing rolling, but it's challenging. There's not a lot of things that I can easily do. Now, Katrina and I are actually going to go shopping here in a little bit, and we do things for different people during the Christmas season, and she brought up that she would like to do things for a lot of the places that we go out to eat a lot. If you haven't noticed, food's kind of important to me, and we do go out to eat quite a lot. So we have a lot of servers that take care of us, and it's really, really fun to go out to restaurants dressed up as Mr. and Mrs. Claus. It is really hard to be in a bad mood when Santa comes around. Not impossible. I've run into more than a few people that are just Grinches. But generally speaking, it's hard to be in a bad mood when Santa comes around. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take with us some things for those servers while we're out and about and kind of pepper that in throughout the entire holiday season. And I have made over the last couple of videos, the last couple of weeks as we've making this channel grow, I have shown some of the things that I have done personally to be able to spread some good cheer. And it doesn't have to be big things. It can be little things. Realistically speaking, just next time you're out and about, it's Saturday night. If you're going out to dinner, stand at the door and open the door for 5 or 6 different people. Open the door for somebody. Say, have a good evening. How are you doing? Even just a hi. All those little things, those little tiny bits and pieces, those little tiny encouragements, those little tiny pieces of positivity can really change somebody's life. And I'm lucky the fact that I have that kind of ingrained in my body. And I don't know where that came from. Maybe that's where I'm from. Maybe that's how I was raised. Maybe it's from scouts. Maybe it's who knows what. Maybe it's just an ingrained part of my personality. But doing those little tiny things can make an outsized contribution to somebody's day. You never know when somebody's having a bad day. They may be pretending like they're doing fine, and they're just holding on to a thin veneer of doing okay. There's always opportunities out there that you can do to improve somebody's day, improve somebody's life, even if it's just a minuscule thing, even if it just takes you a tiny little bit out of your comfort zone, or it requires the tiniest little bit of extra effort. That little tiny bit of thing can really, really change the world. So always keep your eyes open for what you can do for people, even if it's just something as simple as giving a server a pen, or saying hi to somebody, or even sending somebody a text message that you haven't talked to in a long time. There are all kinds of things that you can do. All you got to do is do them. You know, all you got to do is do them. So we have had a great couple of days. The last couple of days have been fantastic for the channel, for growth. Looking at the analytics from yesterday, we ended up with 2,550 views, partially because I accidentally posted a automotive short to this channel that I wasn't intending to post over here. That did really well. It got just shy of 2,000 views, so that was fortuitous, I guess. If you happen to be one of the 12 people that came over to the channel from that short, welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you here. Hope you guys are in for the philanthropic side of things, not just the automotive side of things. We also gained almost 40 watch hours yesterday. We gained 39.3 watch hours. And that's with me putting up last night's video super late because it took forever to render or forever to upload it. And I didn't get filming until later on in the evening. So today will be probably a pretty good day because we're going to carry the lion's share of last night's video into today. And then depending on when this one goes, it may carry over the same way. So, you know, as we go, this is a daily fight. This is a daily attempt to grow the channel. We ended up picking up 18 subscribers yesterday, which is the best subscriber gain we've had since November. Oddly, November 1st. So November 1st and December 1st are our two best viewership growth days, other than the first couple of days, and those don't really count. Now, a large portion of that's because of the fact that I put that short out that brought people over because it's car stuff. So, you know, whether or not those people stick around, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see it in the analytics whether or not they do. But that's just kind of where things are at this point in time. So tonight I'm going to do... Oh. I almost forgot. Hey, Santa clips. That's what I'm getting onto also this evening. While I'm dressed up as Santa, I am going to be doing personalized Santa greetings, well wishes, and Santa cheer type things, whatever it is you'd like me to do. I am giving everybody the opportunity to get custom Santa stuff from me. So if you have an idea or somebody that you would like to say Merry Christmas to, or have me say Merry Christmas to as Santa, keep it to about 30 seconds. Send me a name and something you want me to mention, something you want me to say. If you can give me a script, that's even easier. But I'm going to do it to be able to help people spread some Christmas cheer. And I will make you a custom free of charge video that I can send you to do that. To get in touch with me, to send me that information, hey, santaclips@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Let me know what it is, and I'll get cranking on that. I'm going to start doing some of them tonight, and I'm going to kind of do them over the next couple of days, couple of weeks. Every chance I get to put on the Santa costume and spread some Christmas cheer, I will. I don't know how popular this is going to be. It might be 10 people. It might be 10,000 people. I don't know. We'll see what it is, and I'll make the best of it. But I think it's something that's pretty neat. I think it's something that's interesting and that hopefully will help grow the channel. You know, we're building a community here. This is more than just building a YouTube channel. This is really building a movement, building a community that I think resonates with a lot of people. A lot of folks really want to change the world. They want to make a positive impact. They may not necessarily have the ability to do it themselves. They may not financially be able to. They may not physically be able to. They maybe have some other kind of constraint that keeps them from being able to go out and directly impact somebody's life. But they can spend a little bit of time watching a video. They can spend a little bit of time interacting here in the comment section or in the community tab that's on the page. The input you guys give me, the time you spend on this channel, the time spent here watching videos and commenting and sharing and that kind of stuff, it's all directly going to go to growing the channel and helping this thing work. And then I can do the shoulder work, hop on, I'll do it, of being able to make this thing into something where we're actually out there doing good deeds for people. So all I really need is you guys to keep watching and supporting this thing, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this thing. I'm trying very hard to keep calm about it, but as the channel the channel grows and we start making income from it, it can truly get to be an incredible level of money. There are a number of different YouTubers that are out there with different types of spiels that they do, where they're giving money away for people for good deeds or whatever, that are typically speaking sponsored by businesses. So they're kind of a little bit loaded as far as how they're doing that kind of thing, whereas we don't have any of those kind of limitations. We're going to be doing this purely on our own, to whoever it is we want to, however we want to do it. We're free of any of that kind of thing. So it's really kind of a cool experience. I think that a lot of people are going to be really, it's going to catch on as soon as people start seeing what we can do. I think people are really going to start believing in it more and more and more and more. But at this point in time, we're still small. We're still not there yet. So we need to keep on cranking out these videos and doing what we can do. So I've got some Santa stuff to do. I got some shopping to do. Katrina and I are going to go. I don't think we're going to get dressed as Mr. or Mrs. Claus tonight, but I think we're going to go out and we're going to get some shopping done. And then I'm going to come home and get my Santa on, start reading some Christmas stories. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, I have no idea how I'm going to handle the publication of this. You'll just see them pop up on the channel, I guess, and we'll just see whether or not they do well. No idea how long it takes to read. No idea how long it's going to take to edit. How I'm going to do this, I don't know. We'll figure it out together, I guess. Thanks for being here, folks. I really do appreciate you. Thank you very much for supporting this project. Thank you very, very much for your watch time. If you have anybody that you think would be possibly interested in this, please feel free to send them a link to this video or to the channel, any of the other videos that are on here. If you happen to have a YouTube channel, feel free to share this to your community tab. There's a little share button down there that you can click on, and it will go into your community tab. If you are a Facebooker and you are interested in helping to grow the community on here, we have a community there as well. Facebook, if you go to Good Things for Good People and look for the oops. I don't know what I need to do at 5:15 on a Saturday, but apparently I need to do something. Look for the GT4GP logo. That's our Facebook page. And you can bring people over there, and hopefully those people will then convert from there over to here. Facebook's kind of an interesting little bugger. We'll talk about that at some point in time in the future. But that's it, folks. One team, one dream. Some sort of inspirational phrase, whatever. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. See you as Santa here shortly. Take care.